I've heard others say that there's still a significant amount of fat to be cut. However, we have already shrunk our workforce by 10%, closed budget gaps of $1.8 billion, and reduced our indebtedness by 11%. In talking about county government, I always remind people that nearly 90% of our budget is spent on public health and public safety. And that's true. But the flip side of the coin is that only 8% of our operating budget falls under my direct control as spending for offices under the President. I can only recommend how to best enact cuts or reforms to operations run by separately elected officials. I cannot make the final call. So as we go through this process, and should you choose to repeal this revenue, I encourage you to ask tough questions of these elected officials about how their appropriations are used. I would like to close my speech today by framing the upcoming revenue vote from my perspective. Because a vote to repeal revenue isn't just about repealing revenue. A vote to repeal is a vote against promoting better health outcomes for people in communities across the county, especially our most vulnerable. Because taking away money likely results in a significant reduction in critical, community-based medical services, essential healthcare workers losing their jobs, and shifting our focus away from preventive care. This comes at a great cost because treating acute and chronic illnesses is more expensive than preventing them. And it will dramatically disrupt the regional healthcare ecosystem because if we reduce our services, individuals will need to seek care at other hospitals and providers in Cook County. A vote to repeal is a vote to compromise our constitutional duty to provide legal defense for those who cannot afford counsel. And a vote to repeal is a vote to reduce vital community investments, especially our violence reduction and employment training programs geared to young people in hard-pressed city and suburban communities. So in my view, the choice is simple. Do we want Cook County to be healthier, safer, and more efficient, or do we want to go backwards? I know where I stand, and I invite you to stand with me for an even better Cook County. Thank you very much.